So my business is it's an engineering, design and manufacturing business located here in the UK. We've got subsidiaries in Europe, India and North America. We employ around 40 people here at the HQ in the UK, about 50 in India and a handful of staff in Europe and North America. We all work on common systems and we all trade all around the world. We've muddled along for many years with me being what I term a hobby IT manager. So I started off building the PCs and putting the network in and pretty much doing everything myself. Ultimately with a little bit of professional IT support. But our current provider just became more and more corporate, and I sat down one day and realized I wasn't happy with the service, and too much of my time as the MD was being spent doing things that I ought really not to be involved in, which wasted my time and also, more importantly, made me a single point of failure for the business, which is not a good position to be in. I think, first of all, no corporate claptrap. I felt that you were large enough to look after us, small enough to care, and the business development guy did seem to know more about IT than I did, which is not always the case with many other IT providers, so that gave me a bit of comfort. I found the onboarding to be structured. I was able to meet the people that were looking after our implementation and discuss not just what we wanted or what we thought we'd bought, but how we wanted the system to work, and we were able to do all that before any buttons were pressed. Didn't really have any expectations as such, other than wanting to be looked after properly without having to worry or micromanage the process. But the company was exactly what I'd hoped for, made me feel comfortable first and foremost, and also liaised fully with our outgoing provider, which made the transition a lot easier than I'd expected. Most importantly, I think it's taken at least 90% of my day-to-day involvement in IT problems away. And once it got used to it, it's given all of the staff easy and direct access to support and troubleshooting for all manner of IT software and hardware issues. It's enabled me to now work 2 to 3 days a week, down from 5, and I can't see how I would possibly have done that before we'd moved over to your IT department. Well, it doesn't eliminate the risks. It's not a silver bullet, and it costs us some money. But I do feel better informed about the risks that we face and the risks that are, popping up month on month. And I do feel better placed to make decisions on how we might mitigate them, whether that involves spending some money or doing some work or putting a system in or changing a process internally. So overall, I feel more comfortable, especially when I'm away from the office or I'm away on holiday. Well, I like to work with normal people who want to provide a good service for a fair price, and it's in my experience, it's a rare commodity. I started with your IT department, bringing in some IT support, and since we started, we've then moved over our Microsoft licensing, all of the admin. Your IT have replaced all of our internal networking, router, switches, Wi-Fi. We've replaced the servers. We've recently migrated the lease lines over, and we're just in the process of migrating our VoIP telephone system over to your IT. So by that time, I think pretty much all of our IT systems will be provided and looked after by your IT. And I'm consider myself a reasonably demanding customer, fair but demanding. So I think the fact that we've continued to invest in bringing more and more services under the umbrella of your IT is probably the best testament you could have for how I feel about the way that you've looked after us. And I would definitely recommend spending some time with your IT, having a chat, and considering whether they might be a good fit for your business. They've definitely been a very good fit for mine.